All right. Thursday, 13/12, 52 seconds here, 2024, 8th month, August 15th day. And here's the US dollar Canadian. As soon as the Canadian started getting strength, or see the black on the 15-minute, see it came down after a move back up even higher on the 5-minute. See, it had a blast up and then fishtailed down, big dark candle coming down on the 5-minute. Then here's the CAD on the 15-minute, big blast up, fishtail down. So, and then from a bigger perspective, the Canadian has topped out. See, it's hit the same high as it was up in there. Okay. So this is the previous day's high, which is right there. Previous day's high right there. These lines right here separate. This 2 right here, or 3, this is actually Roman numeral 3. These are the tools for the Fibonacci count, the Elliott wave count. That's a 3. That's the only way to count days on this, on the smartphone, for the MT4 mobile and the MT5 mobile MetaTrader platforms for trading on. So MT4, getting back to it. So day 3 is the low of the day. Today is day 4's trading. Getting ready for day 5 is another dotted line going up and down. So look, it's topped out for the day. So upon looking at this thing, you can see, or it can be seen, instead of saying you can see, it can be seen. The visual holds. There's more general. The visual holds, instead of all this identity stuff. That all gets into the subconscious blame game. Everything's always about someone else, and it is another focus on being general, because it means to put blame on something else. It's always the focus on something else instead of including both energies. It's the girl and the boy energy together, the whole atmosphere. So in general, so instead of saying it, learn how to replace that word it, which rhymes with tit. So there's the high today. It seems like it went up. Now there's a way to figure out the time. Get a vertical line, pop it in here, and New York starts at 1500. So there it is. So New York started down here at the bottom, right there. And it went up. Yeah, that was the news. That was this morning's major red news, which is this news here. Here's Stacy Burke again, giving his wonderful information, giving that wonderful information. It's not his, it's just that. It's just wonderful information. Fucking every time the brother's been pressing on fucking forexfactory.com, they're fucking disappearing off the screen. That's been happening all morning this morning. It's part of a program that's been programmed. Usually there's someone sitting behind the program machine, behind the program, and the computer sitting in a chair monitoring everything, also keeping notes. So this there's retail sales tonight. Is that what that is? Oh shit, retail sales. That's the major red news for tonight. Yeah, that's it. That's a heavy one. That's a mover right there. So the market could either go way up or way down. Or it could come out flat and just bump a little bit. So this morning's news, all this US dollar news, retail sales for the dollar, it all came out positive. Fucking big ass fucking positive news. So when it came out positive, it came out this morning at 5:30, opened up 5 o'clock is 1500 down here on this time right here. That's military time. 2024 in the green. 2024 is the year. 08 is August. 0.15 is the day, and then 1500 is military time. That's 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, PST. So at 5 o'clock this morning, put this on 30-minute bars. All right. So the first 30-minute bar here is just a line. It's just a small little. You can actually move this out of the way. This is the 30-minute movement right here. So from 5 to 5:30, this is what it did. And then at 5:30 right here, this bar, bam, from the price 0.3705, which is at the numbers, zeros. So just say 3,700. It went up to there, in 30 minutes. To 37.23, so 23 pip movement basically. Now that's on the 30-minute chart. Break it down to the minute chart. Bring this back over here to 1500. Right in here. That's close enough. 1500. This is the minute chart, so gotta get this arrow. This is all touch screen right here. That's the only way to draw on the screen for these apps right here for now. So anyway, so 1530 is new. So this is going to be jumped to 1530 here. There it is right there. There's the first minute, went up for the first minute. Minute number 2, it went up. Minute number 3, it went up. Minute number 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 crept. Minute 9 popped up again. Minute 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 down, and then 15, 16, 17, 18, all the way up. Then it went up. It got all the way up to the top, and then it started coming down. Came all the way back down. All the way. And it's keeping on going. And so go to a higher time frame. Expand the arrow out here. So here it is on the 15-minute. 5:30 news. Bam, all the way up. And then dropped all the way down past where it started going up. Went past. That's a false break right there. That's considered a false break. So when one's trading the news and it comes down and it breaks past the low as soon as the news came out, had a false break, and then one could come in here and size it out with behavior price, timing window, and get in the trade, catch the move back up. So go down to the 5-minute chart. So here it is. Here's 5:30 news right here. The green line. There's 5:30 down there. It went up, came all the way down. It broke. Here's the low of the day right there. That line right there. So it did break stretch a little bit. However, it broke the news. Bam. That's what it looks like on the 5-minute. See that comes up, comes down, and then a W. This is a micro W on the 5-minute. Well, actually, it's just a regular W. Go down to the 1-minute. Come back over here. Spread it out. Now I gotta fucking get this fucking thing smaller and smaller for the arrow. Come down to the 1-minute. This is what it looks like on the 1 minute. It's coming up, coming up. It broke structure, broke down, stopped. Coming up, made a higher high. And then, higher high, then it broke down again. And right in here, this would have been the best place to get in as soon as it hit the lower low. Somewhere in here. But on the 5 minute, there's an engulfment bar right there. It just breaks. And then that bar, and it breaks above the universal moving average right there. So right there, as soon as it broke and that bar closed there on the 5 minute, get in on the next candle, and it rode all the way back up. You know, these would be the procedural rules, you know, like civil rules of procedure in the county. Well, these are market trading rules, how to trade in the financial markets. There are certain rules that one can learn, and if one sticks to the rules, if one follows all the rules out in town, you get rewarded as a good guy and get money and jobs and people like you and fame and all that. Well, it's the same thing in trading. If one follows the trading rules, one gets rewarded, fame, respect, and all that other shit. Follow the civil rules of procedure, you fucking ass fucking citizen. Well, there's a difference between a citizen and an alien. And aliens, though, the wonderful thing with being an alien, that's holding a lean position, is one gets to play both sides of the fence. See, that's the thing. And that gets all into the theory and the universal law called acting. One can be a citizen, play both parts, resident, citizen, and an alien. So, and then in the presidential election, there's a lot of high elected officials. They have in the legal world, they have what's called dual citizenship. They're citizens in other countries. Not just the United States, they're a citizen in another country. Dual. In fact, they came in here from another country as an outsider, for good and bad reasons. Some are infiltrators. They come in on dual citizenship on orders from the Vatican to infiltrate into the country to fuck it up. And some infiltrate in to audit the fuck out of everything. So anyway, so that's that. Anyway, so that's another one of them fucked up words is constantly coming out as the word anyway, and the word as the conversation's going that's called hoarding. One's wanting to hoard all the space, and that's deeply ingrained into the subconscious habit too. As one's talking, because they don't want to be someone else to butt in and say anything. So it's constantly as though they're. That's called hoarding. That's an old bad habit called hoarding. It's not very conscious to. Not many people are very conscious to what it is, where it stems in the root for it. On the bad side, there's a good side to it too. So, but anyway, so the Canadian is coming down because it's topped out. See that? And it's got similar bars. This is U.S. dollar Canadian. It's got the similar bars here. See the black bars, the pullback. And then going back to the live account, look at that, same thing. So that's the strength. That's the Canadian is strengthening now. In correlation with other pairs, other Canadian pairs. One can look at other Canadian pairs. That's called using correlation, comparing the different currencies with similar under a similar nation, or under a similar nation with a similar nation. So there's these black bars coming down on the pound Canadian. That's the British pound, otherwise known as the sterling. to stir the lean up. Coming out of London, there's the legal liens, and then there's lawful liens. There's citizenship from other countries, and there's citizenship from the home countries. One's a foreigner, one's a native. Public and private. This gets into public and private. Learn this. This all gets into distinguishing universal principles and how they're used in many different subjects, many different topics to speak upon. So, this is the pound dollar. It's got similar black bars. This is the U.S. dollar Canadian. Now, this one over here is the pound Canadian, and this one over here is the dollar Canadian. See, so there's the symbol up in the left-hand corner up here. Every time the brother plays around with some of the intricacies, the lines, a little magnifying glass pops up in the corner underneath the currency titles. USD, CAD. So, and once again, this is the 15-minute chart. It topped out. It reached the top up here. Usually when they top out and they reach a previous high, those are usually turning points. Not all the time, just usually. So one can go to a higher time frame here now. Go to 30-minute, and one can zoom out and see what else is on the chart. So here it is again. Well, here's the similar highs. They both hit this point right here. Both lines have come up to that point right there. So look over this way. Just scrunch the chart together and look over and see what's going on. There's all this coil. This is a big giant coil right here. This is called indecision area, otherwise known as a correction. Or a big giant coil, like a coil for running generators to produce electricity. Well, it's the same thing in the trading market. When the financial markets go up and down in a small range, up and down, 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 it's producing electricity inside there. So that when it's ready to move, when the generator is turned on, all of a sudden it's gonna power something, and so that's when the market moves. It breaks out of the coil because someone turned on the power to the generator. Well, that's the banker sitting in his banker chair in his banking office trading. He flips on and off the switch which way he wants the market to go, and he moves it according to when these coils are put in place, and it's just going up and down in a small tight range. Traders are placing their bets, and they're saying, it's going to go up. So they put their trade on. They put their stop losses down here, and some traders over here, they say, it's going to go down. So the traders put their trades on. They put their stop losses up here at the top of the coil. And the banker sits there in the office and he watches everyone put their trades on, and he says, look at all the stop losses. Good. I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to stop them out, and I'm going to get all that money. I'm going to go up here, I'm going to stop it out, and I'm going to get all that money. That's exactly how they're stop hunters. And it ain't no different from out in the field. You got lions and tigers and bears and all kinds of other animals or predators. They kill other animals and eat them. Well, hunting someone's stop is the same way as hunting someone down and eating them. Because now they're losing money, they're losing energy. They've been injured, now they're bleeding. That's how the game is played. So in order to get money, one has to figure out how these bankers are going to be moving, and study all their moves, and then anticipate which direction they're going to go, because there's clues to figuring out which direction they're going to go. And sometimes there's clues to figuring out they're going to go to both sides. They're going to go up and down and then move it all the way down, or they'll go down and up and then move it all the way down. Sometimes they'll change it up and go up, down, 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 or down, up, down, up, down, down, up, Down, 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 down. They like to they like to fake everyone out. And then you get traders that are going frantic and they start chasing all the moves and they say, it's going up, I better get in, I'm missing out. And all of a sudden the computer shows everybody, because it's all programmed with human behavior, and you get 200,000 people across the globe in all the countries. They're all programmed and run by the computer because they're brain controlled. And so they're all putting all their trades in all at the same time, and it shows up on the computer, and the banker says, good. I'm gonna move the whole fucking market the other way real quick. Bam, 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 bam. Now their trades are going in the bad, and the negative, and they're either going to cut their trades or they're going to keep them rolling, hoping it comes back. And the banker gets to see who's cutting their trades, who's not, and he's going to make his decision based on who's cutting their trades and who's not. If they're not cutting their trades, he's going to keep it going until they start cutting them. If there's still more money, going until they stop, till they either cut them or they just leave them. Then sometimes he'll just move it real quick and fucking move it down real quick, and bam, just take them all out. Because they're running from the trade, so he catches up to and puts his turbo. It's just like tigers and bears. They're out hunting shit. They'll kick the turbo boost in. They snatch their prey, get it by the neck, shake the fucker, hold it by the neck till all the breath is out. Well, it's the same thing with trading. The bankers are hunting down the traders, squeeze them by the neck until their whole accounts are blown up and they lose all their fucking money. It's similar to losing one's breath. So, anyway, so here's the hour chart. So, does this market have, according to the patterns, does it have the room to go down, or has it been going down? And is this up here a clue that it wants to keep going down? This right here, this is called pin bar. It went up and immediately slammed down. Immediately. So it leaves a pin or a line, a vertical line. Price goes straight down, shoots all the way fucking down. So if we go on going to a higher time frame, go to 4 hour. Okay, here it is. Look at all this down there that the price has an opportunity to come all the way down here. Now, which way is further? Up here or down here? Up here is further. So this one's closer. So on this time frame, traders got into the market here because it's come down, and traders are saying, it's going to go up. And look how far it went up. So some of the traders made money. They're able to get money. Now, some traders haven't cashed out yet. They're still holding on to their trades, or they went on vacation, or they're at work and all that other stuff. So the banker says, and the banker knows who's at work and who's on vacation because everyone's hooked into the computer system and they're monitored and surveilled. So, and they can time travel into the future whether or not they're going to cash their trade out or not, or whether they're going to leave it on. And they've programmed the individual to go on a vacation and keep the trade running and all that shit. So it's a two-way street. So, seems how this end down here is closer, more than likely, according to probable cause, they're going to go the easiest route and closest route. They're going to bring this all the way down here and go a little bit lower to another stop hunt, except it's on a higher time frame. This is the 4 hour chart, which every one of these bars is 4 hours. Every one of those bars is 4 hours right there. So, and then squeeze it out and go to the daily. Now look how much, whoops, go back to the 4 hour. Okay, bring it down here. Go to the daily. Okay, now look how much room. It goes way down there beyond this mark right here. So, now let's go to a higher time frame. The weekly. Yep, it still goes down, down, down. That's the same one. It's just a bigger picture. So all this right here goes all the way down there, and then go to the monthly. And there's the same thing. Up there it is. It goes down even further. Look out. This is the weekly. Look at all this room down here on the monthly it has to go, if it wants to, or if the banker wants to go that way with it. So here's the 4 hour again, and then go back to the 15, and then so looking at price again. Now look at the bars. Look at the bar. It's wanting to go back up now. So now let's go look at the pound dollar. Is it wanting to go back up? Not as much as the other one. So, but it is going. Hold on. Or let's go back. Be sure we're on. Now this is the 15-minute time frame. Okay, put this one on the 15-minute time frame. So it's not moving as much. So which is stronger? Is the pound stronger against the Canadian? And then over here, or is the US dollar stronger against the Canadian? Well, look at the bar. Look how much it went up. It went up that much, which is a 1/4 inch on the chart. And look over here, it's an 1/8 inch. It went up half as much, which says that the dollar is stronger than the pound. Now, one can go to the pound dollar right here, and one could see, is the pound stronger? Is the dollar stronger than the pound? Let's get let's shut that fucker off there. Is the dollar stronger than the pound? Look at all these black bars. It's going down, down. It's been going down, 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 down. Right now, in this particular 15 minutes of time, a half an hour, because one can go to the hour chart and one can see for the past 2 hours, it's been coming down in black. So the dollar, when one goes up here, there's the arrow pointing at the title, GBP, which is Great British Pound, otherwise known as the sterling, and then the USD, which is the United States dollar. So one is deducting because of the bars, the bar sizes. One has the capacity to deduct that the dollar is stronger than the Canadian. The pound dollar is the dollar or the pound is weaker against the dollar. So there's the proper terminology. And then the pound on this screen, the pound is weaker than the Canadian at this particular point in time. And then one can go back over to the dollar CAD again, and one can see, okay, this is the hour. So which one's stronger between the dollar and the Canadian? Right now, at this moment in time, the Canadian is getting stronger. Look at that. The dollar was stronger. It was going down. No, the dollar is getting stronger now because it's going up. It was when it was going down in black, the Canadian was stronger. Now, that's called a pullback. Now the dollar is still strong. Wants to go up again and test this high over here, which is these two right here. This is the high of the day. It's wanting to test the high of the day. However, with all this explanation, one can figure out, start to learn the banker's motion. The bank, like a judge sits on the bench and he gives a court motion. Well, the bankers also give motions. They say, you can go free, you're guilty. You got to pay a fine, you don't. You get rewarded, you don't. You've been a good boy in the neighborhood, you haven't. So we're going to make sure we take your money out of the account. You've been a good boy in the neighborhood? Cool, because everyone's surveilled and all that shit. And paperwork, contracts, and all kinds of shit goes into play. And it's all, and everyone is listed on a computer. And they all come up, who's living in the neighborhood, how bad and how good they've been according to Santa Claus. The old song, You been good or bad? If you've been good, you get presents under the tree. If you're bad, but you don't get nothing for Christmas. And they'll just sing the song, I'm getting nothing for Christmas. Banker and doctor, mommy and daddy and attorney are mad. I'm getting nothing for Christmas because I ain't been nothing but bad. So, and it all depends on bad habits and, how the soul, with the Michael Jackson Jordan mirror reflection, how much soul one wants to put into that old bad habit of being bad all the time, and and how much energy they have to put in it, and bring in a new habit and all that stuff. And bad habits don't go away overnight. So it's kind of like something to have fun with when one starts being conscious with it. One doesn't have to be guilty and shameful all the time. One could be confident in all the bad stuff. One could be confident in all the good stuff, knowing that there's a new goal in place because one sees what's going on. Now there's hope for the future. I can see that I'm going to be more, have more equilibrium instead of too much bad, so to speak. To have an equilibrium between the good and the bad. Like equilibrium between the boy and the girl energy. Equilibrium. So, because bad isn't all a bad thing. Bad has a good side to it, and good isn't all a good thing. Good has a bad side to it. There's an equilibrium that can be, attained to and vacillate back and forth and lean side to side with. And this gets into what the lean, the functioning to the lean. There's the legal lean, there's the lawful lean. Leaning side to side. For the most part, the legal lean has been stuck on the mud on dark bad side on the for a lot of people. And there are some people on the legal side that they're not as stuck in the mud, or they're starting to learn to become unstuck and all that stuff. And so, and the same thing goes on the lawful side. People can get stuck in the mud and abusive on the lawful side too, and all that other good stuff. So anyway, wonderful update there. And that's part 3. Tack at you later.